if the Prophet left something, do we leave it? And he was able to do it. And the need was there at his time. Pay attention. Look at this quyud I mentioned. Anything that the Prophet could have done, he could have done. Pay attention to this. The Prophet could have done it. The need was there at the Prophet's time, and he didn't do it. Anyone who does it after is innovating. Does that make sense? Anything that the Prophet could have done, the need was there for it to be done, and the Prophet didn't do it. For you to come and to do that, this is now called a what? Bidah, an innovation. So what is it that I've just taken out in my definition? Anything that the Prophet could have done. So don't say microphone, because could the Prophet have used microphone? No, so that's not part of the discussion. Are we all together? Anything that the Prophet could have done, I said to you, he was able to do it. And the need was there. The need was there for him to do it. But he didn't do it. For you to come later and to do it is an innovation. What's an example of something that the Prophet, the need was there? For the Prophet's birthday to be celebrated, was the need there at his time? The reason those who celebrate it will say is because we love the Prophet. They say we what? We love the Prophet. So the love, was it there at the time of the Prophet? Was it there? Every explanation they give, was it there at the time of the Prophet? Did the Sahabas do it? Did the Tabi'een do it? No one did it. The Prophet didn't do it. He didn't say do it, celebrate. Does it make sense? So this would be regarded as a what? An action that came about later. Are we all together, brothers? It'll be an innovated act. Because the Sahabas could have done it. Does that make sense, brothers? And the reason why, brothers, this is being said is because the religion needs to be protected and not changed and added and subtracted. We need to leave this religion clean, pure, not tainted, not changed, not altered. We need to leave it the way that the Sahabas left it. I remember, subhanAllah, and I've said this a few times, and I'm sorry if you're bored of hearing it, but I think for me, it had an effect on me. In the UK, I lived in southwest London, and there was a church right in front of my house. It's the things that you have to go through in living in the lands of the non-Muslims. So there was a church right in front of me. And every Sundays, what I heard was singing. They would sing Sundays. They would come, and it was singing, and then I could hear the music from the church to my house. And so I asked myself a question. I said, look, this is a religion. Is it not? It's a religion. How is it that this religion has come down to just singing and dancing? How did it go? For me, the belief I have was that the religion was changed gradually. The religion gets changed gradually, and everybody adds what they want into it and subtract from it what they don't like. As time goes on, 200, 300, 400 years, what happens? It's not even a religion you recognize. So the concept of let's not touch this religion and play around with it, let's leave it the way it is protecting this religion. Brothers, it's not to attack someone, it's not to ridicule someone, it's not to put someone down, but it's just leave this religion the way that it was. And everyone wants to get to Jannah, right? And we all want to do what is pleasing to Allah, what Allah loves. So then what we need to understand is that the road to what Allah loves and the road to what is pleasing to Allah, you and I can't just make it up. Who do we need to take it from? The Prophet. He needs to tell us, Allah loves this, Allah is pleased with this. If he hasn't told us, then how do we know Allah loves this and is pleased with it? How do we know? How do you know? I don't know. So we only know what Allah loves and is pleased with through the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. ولذلك Abu al-Junayd rahimahullah